All right, so welcome everyone to this session on new member training. We will be going through information on how to access the what we call the Member Information Center, and that's the place where you can enter the information of your company. You can enter pictures. You can enter the description of your organization, the description of the products that you are offering to your customers. You can add a map of your location if you need to. And basically, this is what the interface is and through to your customers. And that is your space that you will have with the Latino Chamber of Commerce. Each one of the members have a space like this, and each one of the members can access or at least see what other members are adding in their member information center. This is going to be a very casual training. I'm just going to go through the tool. Again, the tool is very user friendly. There's not much, no more than just clicking, pointing, and populating the information. I'm going to go and share my screen. Let me see. I'm going to share my screen. And maybe can you just let me know if you can see this somehow? Are you guys seeing my screen? Well, hopefully you are. Hopefully you are seeing my screen. Let me see if I can see my chat here. Please let me know. Let me know if you are not able to see my screen, but I think you, everyone should be able to see my actual screen right now. Okay, so this is the way that you should be able to access to your member information center. Right above, um, um, let's see, right above here in the membership tab, you have this member login option. And when you click in there, you're brought to this screen where you have to have your sign-in credentials. And as soon as you became a member of the Latino Chamber, you receive this information. If for any reason you don't have it on hand, or if you don't remember it, or if this was sent on an email and you don't have it on hand, you let me know, send me a little note, and I will resend this information to you. Sometimes also we forget passwords. If you ever need to reset your password, let me know, send me a little note, and I will send you a link so you can do so. So going through the membership tab, you just go and do the login. Once you do that, you are going to go to a page that is going to be like this. This is where your landing page is. And this is where all the options are, so you can populate the information for your company, right? So, and this is exactly today's training is about going through these menus. And again, this is very user friendly. Click and point and start populating your information. So hopefully we're going to go through this kind of quick, and if you have questions, we can address those during my conversation here with you. But before going through the details, I want to show you what other people have been doing with this. There, we have a business directory, and when you click on the business directory, this is the page that you're gonna come, and these are all our members, all the members of the Latino Chamber, and they are assigned to a very specific category on the business directory. And then you can add, let's say, computers and internet, consultants are here, um, uh, finance people and tax organizations like, mortgage and banking. So these are the categories that you have access to. I'm gonna go and take you, there's restaurants and food and beverages. I'm gonna take you to the page of somebody that has been, in my opinion, has done a really good job in terms of populating her informational page. And her name is Amalia. Latin Gourmet is the organization. And she, as you see here, you can add the logo here at the top. There is a logo that she added. She added her own picture here and all the connections. This share button here will access her email. No, not her email, but her website. She's got her own website. So address, phone number, contact information can be here. She also added links to her Facebook and her LinkedIn page, the hours of operations, and to the right, you can see that she added a location. This is the map for her location, and she added information about her organization, what she does. There is a video that she made, and this is a really good video. I'm not going to play it, but this is a good video on what her organization is. She is a Latin gourmet, so from Latin America, and she's a chef. There is some highlights on what she does here, and this is very important because in a few bullet points, she opens up a little bit the description and what in terms of what kinds of things she can do. And at the bottom, she's got a lot of pictures of what she's been doing throughout the years. And basically, and that's it. See, it's simple, but it's got all the visuals. So why is this important? Because, customers, especially for smaller Latino businesses, it's important for them to have a space to connect with their customers and with the community. And this is one of the ways. A lot of our members that don't have a full-blown website, they have this, which is included in their membership fee. And this is basically a tiny mini website with it's a summary of their information. So if they don't have a full, as I told you, a full-blown website, they can use this as a way to communicate with their customers, communicate their products, their services, what they do, how they do it. And again, this is a very visual piece that you can add pictures and videos of what you're doing. This Amalia is a small Latino business owner, but let me tell you, there's also bigger organizations that are using this, and I'm going to show you one that is a corporate. That is a corporate organization. It is Excel Energy. This is a corporation that also has got space in our business directory. And again, the same idea. It's got the contact information, how to connect with them, the address, a map of their location, where you can find them. And again, about us, description, what they do, a nice video of some of the things that they do. And at the bottom, lots of pictures of what they do. So again, this is a really good space for sharing with their customers, and also for sharing with other members of the Latino Chamber what their own organizations are like and what kind of things they do. So that's basically the background and how it could look like when you finish up doing this process. Now let's go back to how you do it. I told you about the login, and once you do the login, you should come to a page which is your own page, where it's got your own everything, or the areas where you can add information. This one is the Latino Chamber. So this is our own space, our own member information center. Where do you add information? Right here. It's very simple, very easy. All the menu are going to be on the left side here, or you can access some things at the top on those on these menu options at the top. But let's go first of all with the personal information. You can click on the personal information, and this is basically your name. Our president John Pacheco is the one who filled this up at the beginning. So this is the person profile. So the leader or the person who is being the representative of the organization should fill out this form. And again, there's space to add phone numbers, contact information, email address, physical address, and everything. And there is a little bit of a space to, if you want to communicate in terms of what do you do, what your organization doing, what do you do for your organization, right? So that's basically my profile. And once you finish up entering the information in here, you just need to click at the top here, save changes, and it will be saved, and this is what other people will see when they come to your own space at the directory, our business directory. You can add username, you can change you can add, change, and modify your usernames here. You can add a picture. You can set information on what kinds of things are you interested in. Social networks, this is where you can add your social networks, Facebook, LinkedIn, or whatever. And some of the display preferences here. Do you want to, you could you probably want to, you might like to for people to see your full name and your address and your work title, but probably you don't want to share your cell or your work or your phone number, so you don't get so many phone calls. Some people, like realtors, they really need to have their cell phone number displayed. So this is where you can access and provide those preferences for you and your organization, right? So that's the personal side of things. Now that's you as the representative of the company, and then you can also do the company, right? That's where you can add the profile for your company, and the menu shows you that, and the first option is profile summary. And as you see, the summary will tell me how complete I am with all the information below here on the menu options, how complete my thing is. In this case, it's showing that my profile is completed at 77%. There are a couple of things that we have not uploaded here, but this is a good way to see what's your progress in terms of adding everything. But you can start by doing the organization information. This is the second menu option on the left. You go to the organization, you can get contact information, your company name, your phone numbers, again, your website if you have one. If you don't have one, that's okay. Your email address, you can add phone numbers and cell phone numbers, physical address here. And again, this is very, very intuitive information. You can just populate the information, and it should be, and it's as soon as you populate the information, you can just do save, and it will be displayed depending on the preferences that you chose in the part that you can pick what information elements you want to share with everybody. Some of the information elements you might not want to share if that's your preferences, right? So this is where you add the contact information. Also, employees, if you have more than one employee or more than one representative that you want to have access to your member information center, or that you have more than one employee or representative that you want people to contact, you can add it here. Here there is a button at the bottom where you can add or add the any employee. You can also deactivate employees if you know if they don't work for you anymore for any reason. You can choose the ones that you want to remove, and you can do that. In my case, I have basically all the board members here listed as our employees. They're not our employees. Some of them are, but some of them are just the board members. Then after you fill out that information, you can go down one more level and you can do the website information. And it says use organization information. You can transfer the information that you populated above in the second option of the menu, which is the organization information. You can bring that information in. If it is the same one, sometimes companies have branding that is different than their own company names. But if it is the same, you just bring the information in, right? Here you can write your website if you have your own website, and then this text, you can either have your website shown as that, as the URL address, or if you don't want to show that and you can just type a text that is going to have the link to go there, you can say my website, or go here to go to my website, or some kind of a different text. And that's this option. You can even click on this help option, and it will tell you what's the difference. Just like I said, instead of displaying your address, your website address, you can display as visit my company or visit our website, or some kind of other text. That's why we have two different spaces here, one for the URL and one for the URL text. Here, the email address that you want to add so people can contact you. And again, you can display your LinkedIn your social media links, Facebook or LinkedIn. Then you can add, you have 681 characters. No, you have more than that. I think it's more than that. I only have 681 characters left. I think there's like 1,500 characters in total that you have to be able to explain or to describe what you do in your organization. What else here? The hours of operation. You have a space here to put what hours of operation. You can do it like we did Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. 9 a.m. It should be. I'm gonna change that. It should be 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Or you can do if you have different schedules, you can say Monday at this time, Tuesday at this time, and so on. If you need to give your customers or the people that are looking for you driving directions, if it is a little bit hard to find your location, there's space for that in here. Bullet points. Remember the bullet points that I showed you at the beginning that Amalia had. This is where she entered the bullet points, and you can enter the text here or what else you want to mention above and beyond the description. What other important things you want to tell your customers? So what you can enlist this, and then keywords. Keywords are important because sometimes people want to look for you, and they don't really know who they're looking for, but they are looking for a specific organization, or they're asking for a very specific kind of a product. So you can mention all the kinds of products that you have, and when people do a search in our business directory, they can get your listing at some point along with the other people that fulfill the same product or the same kind of service. So once you fill that out, you just go save changes, and it will be saved there for you. That was the website. That's how you populate your website. There is an area for additional information. Here is important: is this is the organization a Latino-owned business or not? Do you have staff or people that speak Spanish? And if people need to talk to you in Spanish, they can know that, and whenever they have a contact with you, they will feel comfortable talking in Spanish, or if you don't have anybody that have that skill, then at least the customers know that, and they could be ready to have somebody else that could communicate in English too. The reason for joining this is just an option. Why are you joining the Latino Chamber of Commerce? It would be nice for everybody to have one of these options. And in case it's none of these applies to your organization, you have the option to do other. And I think once you do other, you can say or tell what is it your reason for joining the Latino Chamber of Commerce. That's the additional information. Then a very important piece is when to add logos. Is right here. Is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 option in the menu on the left side. You can add your logo, you can add the image. Most organizations have their logo already done, so you can do that. If you don't have a logo, for any reason you're starting your business and you don't have a logo, it would be we suggest to you that you find a way to create a visual logo, a visual display, or a graphic that represents your business. This is a very important visual connection from your customers to your organization. And you add it in there, and once you add it, you can save it. And if for any reason you change your logo along the time that you are operating, you decided that you needed to change, you can come and remove it or change it and add the one that you need to add. And once you do that, you save changes, and your logo will be displayed at the Member Information Center within the business directory in our website. Okay, besides logos, you can add pictures or photos. We don't have many pictures yet. And here the gallery, right? You can start manage the gallery, and you can start adding the images here. That's how Amalia was able to add several different pictures. Every time you go here and add, you can add, and you can even change the position of every images if that's what you like to do. And then save the gallery, and then the gallery will be displayed in your Member Information Center. Again, the Member Information Center is basically the space that you will have in our platform inside the business directory. Every single member has got one of them. Then photos, there's an area where you can upload videos, just like you saw when I showed you Excel. They added a really nice video, and obviously this is connected to YouTube. So for this option to work, you need to create a channel, your own channel in YouTube, and upload your video to YouTube. And then you come here and you just copy and paste the link of that video over here, and then everybody else will have access to your video. Then beyond videos, pictures, and logos, you can also create a map. Here's another option on the left side. It says map pin information. This is where you can add your location. You can add the address here. The map is created automatically. It's Google Maps, and then it will show these by adding the address of your location. And again, why do you have the option here? Again, you can bring the physical address of the organization, or if you have a different location, you click here in custom, and then you add whatever address you want to show in the business directory. In our case, our physical address is the same as our location where we want people to come over and visit us. So we keep, we just keep the physical address from the organization information that we populated in the previous option above, right? So that's the map information. So I think this is a very good tool, because your customers not only know where you're located, but you have a specific map that they can follow. And because it's using Google Maps, they can, wherever they are, they can just say, hey, I want directions to that address, and that will go automatically directly to your place. Okay, continuing over beyond beyond the map, there is another option too, which is the membership badge. This membership badge is it will display this information. Latino Chamber of Commerce of Minnesota is proud of so it will show you, instead of Latino Chamber of Commerce, it will show the name of the organization, and it will say proud member of Latino Chamber of Commerce. This is for your own website, and what you do here is you need to generate. You click here and generate, and it will generate this code, and you need to go and copy and paste this code into your own website, and then it will place it. It will place this little visual on a little corner of your own website. So somebody that is doing your website can do this, or if you did your website yourself, you should be able to just copy and paste this code, which is basically a widget that will be added to your own website, and it will display this proud member of Latino Chamber of Commerce. That's that. And after that, you can set up things for the billing. So you can set up payment profiles. You click in there. There you go. So in the payment profiles is basically you just need to add you add a new payment profile, and this is adding your credit card number or your bank account, and this is the information. And this is where, like, at the end of the year of your membership year, if you want to pay for your membership for the next year, we can grab that information and process the payment after you authorize it, right? So you will receive an email at the end of your membership year saying, okay, your membership is expiring in 30 days. What do you want to do? Do you want to pay with the information we already have? Or do you want to pay with with different information? So you have that access here. You also have the option of making the payment, and if you had the payment profile, it will show up here, and you will be able to pay your membership with that account. And not only the membership, we also have several opportunities for sponsorships. And once we make a contract with you in terms of what a sponsorship will look like, you can come over here and pay for it here directly. We can also send you invoices too. So these are just additional options that will make it easier for members to pay their dues. And there's an option for transaction history. Again, this is our own Latino business member information center, and therefore we really don't have too much activity in here. But some of the other members should show here every time you pay. It will come and it will show here when do you pay, how much you pay, and what for you paid the amount listed, right? Shopping carts, we don't use the shopping cart very much, but let's say that that you want to buy products from other members, probably you can add them once you are in their own space in the business. If they have that option, Sometimes you have the option to, you can add a few items to sell or services. You can request to buy those, and you can, put it in your shopping cart. You can either do that, or you can call your directly, the member that is providing the service or the product. But you can use this option too, and you can pay and do all those transactions using the shopping cart. So that's basically in really quick, in very, very high level, how you populate the information on your member information center. And again, it's nothing really complicated. It's clicking, pointing, and filling information, populating the information, and saving. That's basically what you need to do. Once you do that, it will be displayed at the business directory on your own mini, I will call it mini website in our business directory. Okay, what are the options here at the top? The settings, basically, this is kind of redundant because it will basically bring you back to all this information on the left. But this is basically your settings, and where you can set up your profile, usernames, you can add photos. And so this is, again, going back to here, but in a different way. Home, when you go to home, this is where you have access to, you show what are the upcoming events. It tells you how completed is your profile. If there is any referrals, you can show them, you can see them in here. And if there is any postings from other members, they will be shown at the bottom here. Dr. Daisy Valentin, in this case, has posted these ESL classes that are available, and this is coming on October 22. So people come here in our in the business directory, and in their information centers, and they can post any kind of news, any kind of information that they believe that the chamber members would be interested in. So this is a way to communicate with other members too. So that's basically what the home is. The directory, you will have direct access to the business directory, and if you see, it is the names and the addresses and the contact information, the phone numbers of all the members of the Latino Chamber, which are included in the business directory that we have. If you want to have access to this, you just copy and paste all this information. You have access to all of them here. And if the member had any privacy concern, some members are not showing all the contact elements of the organization. Most of them have their phone number there, but some people didn't want to add the phone number or the email address. So they already take care of the elements that they don't want to display. So for the members, therefore, this list is available for all the other members, with excepting the elements and the pieces that the members don't want to show. So here's the complete list. However, I think the better way to access this is the way I showed you before. Let me see, which is which is basically a listing, and there are categories. There are categories of I'm going to show you this. Let me see if I can. Yes, this is the better way that I think is better to find other members. So you can, let's say you're looking for a legal advice. There's some attorneys here, attorneys. You click in there, and you will have your list of all the attorneys that we have. That's a little bit easier to navigate compared to just having a big list here. I think the idea of having a big list here is in case you want to send a message to everybody, or have a list of who are your co-members for the Latino Chamber of Commerce. So that's that. Let me see, what else? The events, the other benefits and the other features that we have is the calendar. We have a calendar of events, and here is, for example, what's going on right now. And once you can add an event for your own organization. And once you do that, let's say I want to add an event for my own organization, and I can have the title of the event, the date and the starting time and ending time, and then the little specifics or description of what the event is, and where is the location, where the event is going to happen, and the dates, and if you are going to charge anything or is it going to be free, the contact information, and what categories. All those events are sorted by different categories, and here are some of the categories that are available for that. If you have to add pictures for your event, here are the options. After the event, if you want to share other pictures that show how the event went, like, you can add more pictures after the event here. And again, you can add a map of the location of where your event is. You can add video of promoting the event, and you just save that. Obviously, this or every event that you need to that you want to promote in our calendar is going to be approved, depending on what is it that you want to do. Most of the events, obviously, we receive the approval request, and basically, it's very rare when we have not approved, an event. Most of the events are good. And examples of events, let's say, a realtor has a open house. So he comes here and say open house in city of Bloomington, and the date this is the date and all the information. So that's an example of an event. Let's say LEDC added the taco tour. The taco tour was the event all over the last weekend, and they added their event right here, and they can share it. So we were able to promote it through with all our members. So this is a really good tool to communicate with our members and with your own customers in terms of any activities or events that you might like to have in your organization. I'm going to cancel that. I'm gonna cancel that, so I'm not gonna do it. So I'm gonna go back to the events, and then when you come to the events landing page, you'll see everybody or all the events that we have as the Latino Chamber of Commerce. For example, here the October 18th, there's going to be the Latino Business Award. This is coming up, and I encourage you to sign up for this as members. So you have free access to that. So go ahead and sign up for that. That's going to be a very good event on October 18th. There's some other informational webinars that are coming, and they are listed in here. You can register from here directly on your member information center. You can also go to the Latino Chamber of Commerce and have access to the calendar through the website, right? So that's the events. We have some other resources, and these are less important things. I don't reports. We could create some reports if you there's if you add there are ways that you can add some promotional things by using an ad, and you can do that, and it will show for your organization. It will show how many of those have been done. There's ways to do hot deals. Not very many people are doing these, but if you have a product or a service and you want to have a discount on that service or that product, you can use that. We as again, this is our own Latino Chamber information center, so we have not run any of those. However, if you see, we have had 229 job postings in the last several years, so that is showing here. So this is a summary of the some measurements that you might uh, like to have. And here's a very good one: 451 total views of my space in the business directory. So in the last 12 months, 451 people have gone through and checked our own mini website in the business directory. So for your organization, you will be able to have that measurement right there. How many people have clicked in your site once they come to the business directory of the Latino Chamber of Commerce. You will have that number up to date. And again, here is showing the last 12 months, and probably that's how it is for everybody. There is a news center, and you can add, this is where you can add different things. But right now we don't have hot deals, nothing here. And on the left here, you can see hot deals, member deals, job postings. If you want to post a job, this is where you can do it. Again, news, and you can go job postings, and then you can add a job posting. If you have a cashier opening in your organization, if you have any kind of an opening in your organization, you come here and add the information. Here, Stevens Construction Corporation have added this one. And there is several from Stevens Construction Corporation. The Consulate of Canada has also posted a job here. The City of Minneapolis, State Farm. Well, there's some examples of people that are posting jobs in our website. And how you do that? You come to job posting, and here there's a button to do add a job posting, and I'm going to show you that. Here's the easy click and point, and then start populating the title of the job, the description of the job, the contact information. Here the category of areas of where you want the posting to show. Banking, advertising, accounting. So it's several different options here: financial services, legal services, marketing, manufacturing, so on. And then the address, if you need to share the address with anybody. And then you can define at the beginning how long you want your posting to be in: 2 weeks, 6 weeks, 3 months. You can pick it up here, and you can. This is a good one that I always tell people: add an image. When you add an image to your posting, and I don't know if I'm going to show you how some people have added images. When you add an image to your posting, it will be more enticing. It will, maybe, let's say you're looking for a carpenter, and you put a picture of somebody doing some carpenter's job, then it will be more enticing, more appealing, and people will be more willing to click and say, hey, yes, I'm looking for that kind of a job. So I go back again to there. And once you're done, obviously you save it, and then you submit it for approval. Again, all those job postings should come to us, and we approve them. Most of them are approved, and we are very, we're very good about it. It's quick. As soon as you submit it, just wait within a few hours, and we get that request, and then we go and approve it. So here, as you see these pictures, you see assistant project superintendent. They put some pictures that are related to the opening. And for example, this one doesn't have a picture. 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 But if you see, the ones with pictures are a little bit more appealing. So I will advise you to try to think of a good picture that represent the job opening that you have. And basically, that's what it is. That's exactly what the member information center is all about. Again, it's easy, user-friendly. Click and point. The menus are on the left side, and there's some menus on the top side. And then once you enter the information, then you just need to save it, and it will show. It will show on your space in our business directory. There's some information that if you don't want to share with anybody, you can block it, just like I showed you. And you know, and the information that you want to share, then you can do so. So it's pretty it's simple, but it's got a lot of information that you can share with your customers, with the community, with whoever you want to share it with. And one of the biggest thing is, if you don't have a formal website, this could be your mini website with information of and with information of your products, services, logos, pictures, videos, descriptions of what you do, locations, maps, and all that good stuff. So simple but powerful. And we encourage our members to use this tool. This tool is included with the price of your membership. So we encourage everyone to really take advantage of this tool. It's a very powerful tool to communicate with customers and people that you are interested in grabbing their attention or having business with. Okay, so basically this is it. I know I have a few minutes, so if you guys have any questions, please feel free to use your chat or raise your hand, or just unmute your microphones and ask me anything that you might like to know, or if you need more information, let me know. And I'm gonna save. I am planning to post this recording on the website, so anybody that was not able to show today, they can go back and see it there. And again, we're trying to do this once every month, every couple of months, depending on the schedule. So new members can come and figure out or get trained on how to populate the information on their member information center. So any questions up to now? I guess we don't have too many questions. I think I like that because this is simple, and that's the idea. It's simple, it's user friendly, and anybody should be able to do it. So with that, I thank you for being in this session. The Latino Chamber of Commerce is very happy to have you over. Please check the calendar of events. We have several things coming up, and yes, I guess somebody is asking for the recording. I will put it in our website. It will be in the area where it says other resources, and I will call it new member training. So you will click. I'm gonna put like a link in the other resources and new member training, and the link will go to a YouTube video of this recording. Again, it's gonna take me a few days, some time, because I need to upload it first to YouTube and then bring that link into our website. But pay attention, so stay tuned with our website, and it will be there within, let's say within a couple of days, 2-3 days the most. So thank you, and thank you for your participation on this webinar, and I hope to see you or meet you in person in our next networking event, which is the Latino Business Awards. It's coming in a couple of weeks, October 18th, and again, this is free for members, so I encourage you to sign up for it. With that, I hope you have a great day, and I hope to see you soon.